Hi there.
Thanks, Anjari.
Nice to see you here in sunny Edinburgh. Uh, yeah, it's the first joke today. Marco is the sales director of Anjari, a prominent Chilean flame and Thompson exporter whose interests we're representing in the UK. He's on his way to Taiwan, I think.
Yes.
Lucky old you. And you'll end up going around the world in 10 days. That's right, isn't it?
That's right, yes.
Yeah. So, Marco, can you tell us a little bit about what is the total export volume of flames? Let's concentrate on flames today.
Okay.
What's total export volume of flames?
Total Chilean production?
Yeah.
Well, the Chilean production is about 60,000 tons.
Okay.
Sometimes can be around 50% flames, split and Thompsons.
Okay.
Can vary year to year, but mostly is that.
And what's your total tonnage produced?
We move around
What's
5
the
to
capacity?
6,000 tons as exporters.
Okay, all right. And do you have any of your own acreage, or do you grow anything?
No, we change the differentiation from the Chilean market to other markets, that as exporters we don't grow our own raisins.
Mm-hmm.
We buy to fresh fruit producers, and then we dry it ourselves.
So the distinguishing factor of the Chilean raisins is that they're all byproducts of the table grapes.
Yes.
And they either turn them into raisins or they sell them for concentrate.
Yeah, and
ABC.
yeah, and in fact that is one of the advantage of our raisins.
Uh-huh.
One is the season, because we produce when no one is doing raisins,
Uh-huh.
and the other one is the size. We get sizes that no
Okay.
one does.
The large jumbos,
Yes.
which we all want. And people do mess around with the sizing, by the way, of flames, and that's one of the unfortunate aspects of the trade. Well, Marco, whilst you've been here, we've done our best to try and come up with a confectionery grade, because flames sold in mainly to America, but I believe you've also been selling something into Europe for coating with chocolate, and this requires a special grade, we feel, which will be called the confectionery grade. The distinguishing characteristics will be less cap stems. We're hoping
less
for
cap stems.
10 instead of 15
Yeah,
per
that
pound.
is the target.
Yeah. We'll be looking for a lower moisture, which is 14%.
14%.
And we'll be looking for a tighter grading, which we can probably best represent by the number of pieces in a pound, or whatever the unit
It's easy.
chooses. But the idea is that the fruit will all be tightly graded, which means that it'll absorb the right amount of chocolate, and you'll be able to plan your production, because I believe the chocolate arrives like sort of some ready mixed concrete or whatever, so that it can do the whole production process should be more standardized. This is a product that we're hoping to start selling more of within the UK and to the continent.
Yes, true.
So what about the market conditions right now? Do you think by this time probably a large quantity of the raw material is held by the processors, or are we?
Yeah, in fact, this year most of the raw material is already in hands of the processors, exporters. So the price already been settled.
Okay. So if we know the cost now, do you think we're hitting the bottom of the market, or because now if everybody knows the cost and everybody only has the holding charges to account for, do you feel that we're hitting the bottom of the market? Or
Yeah, I believe we hit the bottom of the market. In fact, the first half of the year, always the demand is slower than the second. This year we don't have a oversized crop, so we're facing a normal crop.
Okay.
So therefore, I think we get to the bottom and could experiment Well, the price is some variation up, but that will depend in our currency too, because we're having a strong currency.
Big effect of the currency.
Yeah, big
The
effect.
peso varies really with demand for copper, because that's the main export of Chile.
Yes.
And also, right now, I feel that the dollar is a little bit unnaturally weak. So, the dollar strengthens. That means
That could help.
a cheaper product. Really.
Yeah, that would help.
So we can't be sure, but
Yeah.
it does feel like, as far as the cost of the raw material goes, anyway, that's now pretty much fixed and is in people's warehouses. An unknown part, of course, is the carryover from last year.
You never know
But
that quantity.
it's important to remember that there can be a carryover with raisins, because it means that there isn't an ultimatum, must sell these all by let's say November, because you can carry them over and they do last quite well. Is there any difference in appearance between last year's raisins and this year's raisins once they've been processed?
Yeah, the key in this is the grading. If you don't grade the raw material, it can last for more months than the one already graded.
Okay.
But a very good raw material, maybe you cannot notice that it is.
And that's really the sugar content, I suppose. Yeah.
It's true.
Okay, well, good luck for this season.
Okay, thank you.
And good luck on your trip to Taiwan.
Okay.
Nice to see you again. Okay, thank you.
Okay.